Yo, what's up, guys? So I actually have a lot of things that I want to try to take care of today. Let's go ahead and turn the lights on real quick. But first things, I want to go ahead and show you guys something that I actually went ahead and did yesterday. So I've been having an issue with my car consistently dying on me. If I don't drive the car for one day, it'll drive. It turns out it was actually the I don't know why it was doing it, but it's the air ride. So what I went ahead and did was actually added a kill switch to the air suspension setup. And by doing that, what I did was I took out the main fuse in the back where the power cable goes from the battery to the trunk into the relay. And then the ECU power cable connects pretty much into the same spot. Therefore, even though the car is off, it's still technically getting some current. So what I did was I relocated the fuse from the trunk all the way to the front. And then I went ahead and added this little thing right here, on and off. So as you can see, like, even though the car is not on, if I go ahead and flip it, it's gonna turn it on. I mean, it'll turn back off, it'll flash and then go off like normally. And you guys can hear it in the back as well. It'll pretty much click on. So I thought that was pretty neat. So even when the car is actually on, I could go ahead and keep the air suspension setup off, therefore keeping the car alive. One of the things I want to go ahead and work on today actually is going to be the trunk again. I had just a couple little spots. For the most part, it really held up nicely. One thing that I went ahead and did was I went ahead and drilled out a couple holes right here, here, boom, boom, and boom. And then I actually put expanding foam into it. That way it makes everything not flex, you know, it makes it very, very stiff. And then what I did was right here, and here, actually, I ended up putting some rivets actually in, bored it out, threw down some rivets, grounded that down, and then pretty much body worked it. And yeah, so far it seems like there's no cracking or anything. So this wing still needs a lot of work. We still need to fill in all these holes and everything, and then a nice blocking. But for now, let's go ahead and get this stuff block sanded, and then we're gonna get some Bondo over that, and then we'll move on to the next thing.
Cause I don't want nobody change me now. Cause I like to be myself. If you're not agree, you can walk away. You can walk away. You can walk.
So after I stopped recording, I spent about another hour blocking it and everything. We still need to put a little bit of Bondo right here. I actually forgot, but I went ahead and blocked like crazy all of this, and then ended up putting a skim, a very, very light skim of Bondo. Doesn't look the prettiest actually, but it is what it is. It's all right. So the next thing I want to move on to, which I know we're not going to finish today, and that's fine, I want to start wet sanding the car just so it's that much closer for paint.
Ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody perfect. Cause I don't want nobody change me now. Cause I like to be myself. If you're not agree, you can walk away. You can walk away. You can walk away. Something in my mind makes me think there ain't nobody perfect. Something in my mind makes me think there ain't nobody perfect.
All right, bros, got the whole thing done. This is how she's looking. We're gonna end up pulling her out, getting her washed. This side as well. And doing this is actually gonna make it a lot easier to wash, because like I said, when I tried to wash it before using this, it just gets stuck and it tears off all of that stuff because the primer was rough. But now that it's super, super smooth, it's gonna be a lot easier to wash. So let's go ahead and get this block sanded and see where we're at. See if we can get that primer today. All right, so I'm gonna actually go ahead and move the car forward a little bit because it's pretty hard to work with that step. And this is also gonna be a test if the car starts up, because I haven't driven this car in a day, and that switch that I showed you guys earlier in the video is off. So we're gonna find out right now if that switch actually works. If the car starts, then most likely it's good. If the car is still dead, it was not the air ride causing it. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and start her up, see if she starts. Yahtzee. So as you can see, the car is on, but the remote is off. Once we flip this, she's on. Sweet. I seriously like that switch. It's pretty cool. That way the car just never dies, and sort of a safety thing as well. You know, if somebody were to want to steal my car, they don't know what that switch really is. I have it off. Plus, I would also have the remote out of the car if I'm staying somewhere for a few days, and pretty much they might be able to break into the car. But as far as getting the car aired up and driving it away, not gonna happen. What's up, guys? Lewis's brother here decided to take over the vlog. Just kidding. I decided to shave. It's been pretty hot, but look like a little boy now. Anyways, we're back outside, so let me show you what we got and what we're gonna do in the future. So here's the wing. So like I said, it still needs work, but I think what I'm gonna actually do is, because I grounded down a lot here, you can see where the wing ends to the trunk. So I think the whole trunk, or at least from here to about halfway, we're gonna have to just skim the whole thing. That's not what we did prior. But I feel like this is just the only way we're gonna have to do it. So we're not gonna do that in this video. I'm probably gonna do that off camera. We're gonna have to block the whole thing and then skim the whole thing, just so all of it is exactly the same, rather than putting Bondo here, no Bondo here, blocking it. It's all different. So that's just what we're gonna need to do. She's looking good. So we're still, like I said, we're still gonna be doing a nice sand, and plus when I drop it off to the body shop, they're still gonna be working it. I'm happy. I was actually able to wash the car. So now what we're gonna do, this isn't something that really needs to be done at the moment, but I wanna do one. We're gonna go ahead and slap a banner. So when I get my new Infamous VQ in, we can just go ahead and throw that on. There she is, got the banner on, and it's not too low. Looks really good. So once my new Infamous VQ banner comes in, we'll go ahead and put that right on top. But there she is.
Best days passes by. just long for a place that they never find. I'm afraid I wake up when I die, and it is too late to climb any mountain.
I went ahead and stopped by the parking structure close to my house, took a few shots, got a little cinematic. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and posted a couple of videos on TikTok. So if you guys aren't following me on TikTok, go follow me. We're almost at 20,000 followers. It's gonna be right here on the screen. Go ahead and check it out, and you'll get a lot of sneak peeks of what we're doing with this car before YouTube and before Instagram. All right, so let's go ahead and head back home. All right, guys, so it's been quite a few hours. Put some work in. This is the first coat, but it's already dry. And like I said, I skimmed the entire thing. That way the whole thing is gonna be level. So right now, before it gets too hard, I'm gonna just go ahead and grade it. This is gonna help knock down all the high spots. So when I actually do end up sanding, it's gonna be a lot easier. And then pretty much what I'm gonna do is, once this is dry, I'm gonna end up putting another one down. Most of it's gonna get sanded. This is very light. You could still see color through. It's very, very a light coat. But we're gonna pretty much keep doing this until it's perfect, and then we'll end up doing a section like this right here, just to kind of blend into it. And then we'll end up doing this if needed, and then we might even do the same thing to the back. The back is pretty much perfect as of right now. It just needs to be blocked and cleaned up, but this is where it was really at. So I'm gonna go ahead and work this, get it down, and hopefully by the next video or sometime in the near future, you guys will see this wing again, and hopefully it'll actually be done. So that's where I'm gonna leave this video off, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it, got a lot of good stuff done, and hope to catch you all in the next one. Until next time, as always, peace out.